everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another plan with me video. This time I am showing the freebies you can get during February. So I have the Facebook and newsletter freebie here, which I haven't sent out a newsletter, so shame on me. All order freebie, we changed up the designs over here. I'm just gonna kind of get into it. Got the $50 freebie. We're gonna be planning for March 10th through 16th. Gonna be kind of just a pre-plan type thing, but I wanted to do these. These are our normal, like the way that we do our freebies, especially right now. And I have decided that this year, my freebies are going to express how I currently am feeling. So when I designed these, life was lifin'. Oh yeah. Oh, yes, we had a lot of this stuff happening. Oh, my anxiety, send freaking help, and definitely a lot of nopey dokey artichokey. All of that. We'll get into it. Let's get this stuff down first. Okay, so where do I begin? I should probably look to see when the last time I filmed a freaking video. That would be nice and probably extremely helpful to everything, but I digress. We're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna work from the end of January. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. Last video that I filmed, I was working backwards, but that really wasn't working well for my brain, considering that I have a bunch of teenage boys at my house right now, partying it up. I think they asked if they could stay late, because my husband works nights, and I think they all like asked like what time they all needed to go home, and I was like, whenever you wanted to, but I don't think they realized that all of us have church very early tomorrow morning, and this lady is tired, and I'm not sleeping that many kids in my house. Like, sorry guys, it's just not gonna happen. Yeah, so I gotta get this video done, so that way I can be like, hey y'all, when you going home, because I can't focus when you guys are being loud, because I've got squirrel mom brain and it thinks that you guys need to be paid attention to, when clearly, I mean, I'm sure some shenanigans are going on, but overall I have pretty decent kids that I know are not gonna shenaniganate too much. Plus, mom is close by, so I'm sure they feel on some level a little bit of like, ooh, it's safe because mom is here. Yay. You know, that whole thing. So, all right, let's get into this. What day did I say that we're doing for? The 10th through the 16th? Okay. I think we'll do clear date covers again. Okay, so let's talk about the end of... let's put these in the center, and then I'll put the date dots above. Maybe? No, we can't put it in the center. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Pardon me. Don't worry about me. Okay. Or maybe worry about me because I'm losing my mind. All right. So, end of January. Super busy month. Coming off of some of the coldest days we've had, and it really sucks because tonight, the night that I'm filming this, we're gonna start getting cold again, below freezing. And one, I know the chickens are over it. Two, I know my office outside is over it. Three, I am over it. However, I'm so glad we have a fireplace. We'll get to the fireplace thing in just a minute. But I'm not excited that it's getting cold again, and it's gonna be cold again all week. So it doesn't make life happy, and I want it to be happy. I want spring to be here. But that brings me into, I am going to like start doing my freebies this year to kind of just be like what I'm feeling at that time. Like, how has my life been going? How is life? I just said that I was going to put these above. Wow. And then see, I don't even put it in the right order. Okay. I clearly am bounding 1,000. and that's like in the department of get your act together. Okay. All right, cool. Glad we got that situated. So I had a very eventful time. We were just coming off the cold weather. It was warming up. It still was not warm, but it wasn't constant freezing. Like, we had 5 days where we were below freezing, and that was worrisome. We were worried about our chickens. We were worried about our pipes. We, because this is our first solid winter in this new house that we bought this last year. So we hadn't figured out the fireplace, like everything. We didn't even know if we had enough propane in our propane tank, because we have a gas fireplace. So we didn't even know if we had enough going on there, right? So yeah. Okay, so let's see. We have yellow, pink. I am not going to go in rainbow order. There's definitely ways that I need to do this. Okay, so that is definitely going to be Friday. This is Sunday. Okay. This will be Saturday. And I'll tell you why in just a little bit. Shoot. Okay, let's see. That's gonna be Monday. Oh, yeah, let's do this one Thursday. Okay. Tuesday, because I was really struggling that Tuesday. And then I need a Wednesday. Shoot. We're gonna do that one up here. No. Yeah. This is what we want. Okay, we'll do that one there. We'll do this here, and then we'll do this one at the bottom. Okay, so now we kind of know what we're doing. I don't know why I did it that way, but it's going to help me retain information for story time. You'd think that I was planning the end of January when that I was doing this. Okay, so where was I? Because clearly I need a lot of help right now. Oh boy. Like, I don't even think we know how much help I need. Okay. Where was I? What was I talking about? I don't remember. I am such a sad excuse for a human being at this moment, because I clearly cannot keep on track of a subject. Great. My life. It's amazing. I'm so great. Okay, so let's just get into it. Oh yeah, the freebies. Yeah, just kind of what's going on in life. And when I designed these freebies, a lot of stuff had happened. Okay, so let's kind of just go through the last week of January. Oh yeah, we were talking about the cold. So we survived the cold, but we didn't survive everything with the cold because some things happened. Okay, so the last week of January was still cold, coming off of it, having to figure everything out, all that stuff, figuring, like, it's freezing all the time, didn't know if we had enough propane in the tank, all that jazz. Okay, spoiler alert, we did not have enough propane in the tank to get us through, but I mean, that's just what else did you think? Did you think we were going to be prepared for winter? No. I only fake that I have my life together. I don't really actually have it together. I try, but let's be honest, I really do not have it all together. I am just like everybody else, with issues, concerns, frustrations, and I make it look good through stickers. Okay, so I do get a lot of stuff done. Don't get me wrong, I do get a lot of stuff done, but that's probably because of that. Okay, and my people-pleasing perfectionism that I can't ever get over, and fear of failure, because if I don't get it done, it won't ever get done, and then I'm the person who failed at doing it, and yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. So, back to the end of January, still cold, we're running the fireplace. The fireplace is great. When we get the fireplace going, it heats our house up. We run it for a few hours, and it heats our house up to the 80s. And then we do that in the evening times when it's super, super cold like this, because then guess what? I don't want two blues together. So Wednesday was just a weird one. So I actually really don't care about it, but we're going to switch it up. We're going to put the dino nuggies. Why? Because we ate a lot of chicken nuggies this last week. Not at the end of January. Jeez, see, I don't even know where I'm going. Not at the end of January, but this last week specifically, because I literally had no time to go grocery shopping. So, yeah. We ate a lot of chicken nuggets. Sideways, squirrel moment. The Kirkland brand, I believe they're Kirkland brand, chicken nuggets from Costco. Exact dupe for Chick-fil-A. We love them. We buy a bottle of Chick-fil-A sauce. We buy those nuggies, and we are not going to Chick-fil-A as often. It's a great win. Great win for the budget, because who has the money to feed that many kids? All full freaking meals? Yeah, not this lady. This lady is poor as everybody else. So, Monday, cold day. I didn't get out to the office that day. And then I don't want two pinks together. Well, they're on separate pages. That's okay. They're on separate pages. It'll be fine, Amanda. It'll be fine. Okay? So, decided to, when it was this cold, obviously not work for as long. And I'm just gonna go back to this just before. Yeah, it was, I had just gotten off a weekend of doing some major, like, obviously paying quarterly taxes, mail drops, things like that. So I felt like I needed Monday off because it was just super cold to begin with. And that was fine. So I literally went to the grocery store that day and napped. I did not do, and checked emails, because I'll make sure that I check my email every day to see if there's anything super pressing that I need to be concerned about. If it's the weekend, I most likely won't answer, because it's something that I'm establishing boundaries. That's what I'm trying to do. Establishing healthy work-life boundaries and stuff. But overall, there's other things that, can happen for things. So anyways, did all of that. By Wednesday, we figured out we did not have propane in our tank anymore. So we had to call them to get them to come out. Luckily, we right down the street from the propane place, so they were able to come out the next day, and they filled it up. We had a little bit left, but there wasn't enough to kind of like push it down and through. So that was nice, because going a couple of days without propane really kind of sucked. That, did not want all of the electricity that's bills going on, right? So do all of that. Get a propane tank filled. I worked on that Thursday, but like things were just like, hectic. Friday morning, this is the story. I'm going to kind of slow down because I need to just get to the point, right? I take my My second oldest to his early morning religious history class that he has. And normally I'll like head down to like the local McDonald's, which is just right down the street, and usually get me like a soda just so that I can wake up a little bit, because we have to be up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. It's early. You catch my drift. But that day I was feeling, when I got into the parking lot, I wasn't feeling 100%. So that was my first indicator, now looking backwards, that something was about to happen. But I kept getting this feeling that I didn't need to leave. It was okay. I didn't need the soda. I didn't need anything to eat. We were going to be heading home, and I was like, oh, wow, my mind is really being adulty and correct and all of these things. And I was like that. Well, all of a sudden, so finally, by the time I decided fully, instead of going back and forth, by the time I finally decided, okay, yeah, I'll just wait till I get home. I'm sitting there on my phone and I smell something kind of like smoking. And I'm like, what the heck? So I've got my phone. I look up and I look at the hood of our car, and there's just like all the smoke coming off the top. Not dark smoke, but I'm like, it can't be that cold outside that I'm releasing that much heat off of the top of my car, because my car can't be that cold on top. So I'm sitting in my car. I look to my left. I look to my right. I'm seeing if anybody else understands this or is seeing this. No, nobody's seeing it. They're all into their own phones and stuff. So I jump out. Well, I turn off the heaters. I turn off the car. I jump out. I open the hood. And my engine isn't smoking, but there clearly is something burning and stuff. So now I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. There's stuff underneath my car. There's all this liquid underneath my car. So I figure kind of that it probably had something to do with like the radiator or something, right? Because like that's not a normal thing. I call my husband because I'm freaking out. I need him to come rescue me, because I am a dainty princess who needs rescuing in this moment, because I am not feeling well. I'm tired. It's cold. All that jazz, right? Well, as I'm sitting there talking to my husband, the class lets out, because this had to have happened like 10 minutes before class got out. Parents are showing up, and I'm standing there actively on my phone, and this is the thing that drives me nuts and gives me the nopey dokey artichoke, and I have no spoons left, only knives. Like, seriously, they pull up, see me actively on the phone with my husband talking, and they all go, "Are you okay?" My hood is up on my vehicle. There is all this liquid underneath. I am pacing. Clearly, I'm not okay. Read the room, okay? Even I can read that one, and I struggle with social cues, okay? But yeah. It wasn't one person, it wasn't 2 people, it wasn't even 3 people, it was like 5 people that came up. Seriously, 5 people. I'm sure there was probably more, I just didn't pay them any attention. But yes, they came up asking me, "Are you okay?" Luckily, one of the kids works on cars, and he came up, and it was still kind of dark, so it was really hard to see. At the end of the day, my coolant was leaking all the way out. So my husband gets here. We thought it was one of the hoses down on the bottom. And our vehicle, if that hose area goes, it's like an octopus type thing where you need to lift the car up and get up under there and yeah, it's not a good situation. So, we got it figured out once my husband got there and there was more light. He went and got me breakfast. We went home and napped, and then we went back out. Turns out one of the hoses that goes from like the radiator, anyways, doesn't matter, on the underside of the hose was it because of all the hot, cold, all of this, it split open and just was dumping coolant all over the thing. So it was an easy fix for my husband and I once we figured it out. Was it quick? No. Easy? Debatable. Stressful? Yes. But it's the first major issue we've had with this vehicle. So I will take it. But there was only one helpful person. And she waited till everybody left, and she came up and she goes, "Hey, can I give you a ride somewhere? Do you need a ride so that you can stay warm? Because it's really cold." And I was like, "No, my husband's on his way. We will be fine. We have, for some reason that day I wore my big oversized blanket hoodie. So my son and I were perfectly fine in our car. But yes, she was the only helpful person in terms of saying, I can drive you someplace, get you someplace warm, and then you can figure out what you need to do. The only person, and she's my saving grace. But yes, so needless to say, all of these events and everything led me to, I've really tried to be optimistic. I have been, like, all of our chickens are constantly getting out. We've had far too many chicken nuggets over the past couple of weeks. Like, all of the things happening, this has been my life, okay? This has been my life, and I figured it was good for story time. And I love it, because why not? So I think that's how I'm really going to start doing things. So, like, February's or January's freebies were this. I really do love this setup. It works really, really well. I think it's really great. It's similar but different. I love it. I love it. So that is my story time for the day. Yeah. It's now after 9. I do need to see when these kids are going to start leaving, because we do have to get prepared for church tomorrow, and I have more things to do. So you guys have a wonderful day. I have at least one more video that I need to film, so I need to get that done. And for once, it's going to be in my kids' memory planner. Yay! All right, you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you later. I have my topics written down. It's going to be great. Okay, guys, have a good one. See you later. Bye.